Alright, so this is a video for the PAC Closet Library. We're going to show you how to reduce the toe height. So I did do this in an earlier video, but actually you'll notice when you do reduce the toe height, you need to do it by 32 millimeters, and you may only have one outrigger here because Mosaic doesn't think you have enough room to put a second one. There is enough room. I will show you how to do that. So this is your standard, about 3 3/4. So if you want to do that, I'll make this change pretty quick. So we're going to make a conditional formula that basically says, well, the two outriggers are here if your toe height is greater than 65 millimeters. But if it's smaller than 65 millimeters, then we're going to do one at the very bottom, very tight to the floor, and then another one above that. All right, so let's look at what we have to change. If we go to job parms, then we go to fasteners, you'll see that you have tightest variable toe. This one is only putting in 5 millimeter holes if you are using a custom bore for your toes. If you're actually changing the front and back adjustment. Normally toes, if you want them to fit inside of the line bore, then you'll set it at about 58 millimeters. So we're going to change this one, add a conditional formula, and we're also going to change base tall V2. Now, if you're using the custom bore fastener, you'll have to do this to that one too. It's very easy though, I'll show you how to do it. Just make sure you really track on the exact buttons that I'm pushing, because it is easy to maybe click the wrong button and then not save your work, but nothing really catastrophic could actually happen. So it's pretty safe to do. So we're going to make the change, we'll go up to libraries, hardware, go to fasteners, and then joint templates. And we'll go up to the fastener list. And the first thing you want to look at, you want to go to tightest base tall V2. Okay. And then make sure ends is selected right here. And then fastener location, we'll go end to toe. Now you can see here we've got 42 from the bottom, 42 millimeters, and 74. We have to click on the calculator on this bottom one that says 74. Click on the calculator. So we're going to always have it be at 74, but if toe H is less than 65, then I'm going to put in the distance will then be 10, because we need it to line up with our bottom hole. It's not at 9.5, it's at 10. Okay, and then you have to click add formula. That's all you have to do for base and tall. So now if we close out, we will have a second fastener here. It's very close to the bottom, which I don't really like, but gonna have to if you want two outriggers down there. All right, so we only made one change though, remember? We didn't actually add another toe. So if you're still doing a reduced toe recess, then we still need to add another 5 millimeter hole. If you're doing line bore, it doesn't matter. You could turn off, if you're doing toes lined up with the line bore, you could even turn off variable toe and then set back your toe recess. But let's just finish it off in case you aren't doing that. So libraries, hardware, fasteners. We'll go into, we already did base tall. Now we're going to do variable toe. Go to ends, end to toe, and then these aren't actually formulas, but we're going to make this one a formula. We're going to click on calculator. We'll put in 74, and then we'll say if toe H is less than 65, then the distance will be 10, and then we have to click add formula. And if you want this one to be blue as well, you could click on the calculator and type in 42. So the only one missing would be the custom. If you have a custom bore, you could do the same exact thing. Let's just look at it together down here. So the change is complete, it's global. You've changed every job using that fastener group. We just basically added a little more functionality. So now it has 2 holes. And then if you want to, you could turn off variable toe, right? So those holes go away. And then we want to line it up here, about 58. At this point, if you're changing the toe recess to line up with the line bore and you've turned off variable toe, it doesn't really matter where this is, it's just a visual thing. But do remember when you do that, you're blocking this front outrigger, right? And remember, we don't use outriggers up here in the floor. We actually use wedge fix if you want, or you can just kind of have it be like a flip down bottom floor. All right, cool. That's a quick change for you. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and please reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.